Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm Alex Antuna and today I'm jumping back on this model. I've been working on it off and on, but every time I wanted to record something would come up, and so I'm just kind of fleshing out the body. Just kind of connected the hands, added some details back and forth, trying to add some a little bit more interest in the model. Let's see. Oh, let's get this going, and just go from there. We just start adding some details. So, like this a little bit because it gives a little bit of that randomness to these. He's got like a little bit of folds in his skin. It's a clay buildup brush I'm using. Smooth it out. You zoom out, you can see it like that. Probably never get that close to it. So I'm just gonna keep going. When I connected everything, some of it you can see the connection. So I'm just kind of smoothing it out and going from there. This little damn standard brush. Like again, you're never gonna see under here, but let's just kind of give some of this detail back into this. Just hooks, claws. Going back and forth. I want to start getting a little bit of that poly paint on here. Start seeing how he could look, how he reads. The last part I gotta adjust is mainly his tail. It's kind of going from there, but I also want to add some of that shell looking detail on his legs and his arms. I don't know if I want to keep this similar pattern. Might work. We could try it, see what it does. Go from there. Just kind of never know until you try. Just gonna go around here. Get some details. You can already kind of see some of that folding here. And with another brush, if I use the standard, just a little bit of gravity, just kind of give it a little bit of that sagging skin for this bending area. Just a little bit. Just drop that down. Make this work. Just kind of going in there. The inside of the foot, going around. If you really want to, you can increase this pretty heavy. Have this at 14, put it to 20, and let's squeeze just a little bit tighter. There we go. Push and pull, getting that detail in there. It's a little bit off. You look at it right there. Just go ahead and fix that. Fix this. So that reads a little better. Just kind of start pushing in a little bit more details. Folds. Crease. The damn standard brush, get some folds in there. Start to see I started adding more just randomness here. So give them a little more more texture. Going around here. See if once I add this his shell stuff to him, I don't know if this will matter too much, but it's there. It's a little bit there. Just gonna smooth it out just a little bit. Not too much craziness. There we go. If I change the material, let's see what he looks like. Let's see if he's got a, if he can read a little bit better. Somewhat. Reflected plastic preferences, or render, I'm sorry. Occlusion, shadow, and then just tweak this, tweak that, and see what it looks like a little bit. You can see what we get an idea. I think I'll keep this separate. His jaw, again, his jaw is separate. I don't know if I'm going to connect it yet, but I will need to if I'm going to start poly painting, so he can start to be a little bit more ready for everything. Getting that down. So, you see right here some detail, so we just kind of accent it some more and keep going with that. Just one of those things you get lost in. So trying to give myself a little bit of a time frame, since personal projects are harder to finish because there's no deadline. Only you can tell yourself if you're going to finish this or not, and this is what I'm trying to tell myself. I need to finish, because if I don't, I'll just be, you know, you can do this detailing all day and it'll never finish. You'll just keep going and going and going, and you're like, I'll never even see any of this detail, but it's there. And so that's where it's at. You gotta kind of tell yourself, pins down, you know, going back and forth, getting this in there. Just more detail, more detail. Had to order a new mouse, so I'm hoping that comes in today. One of the little scroll wheel on my mouse broke, and so it's just, it didn't break, but it wasn't comfortable using it because you could tell that it was just not really responsive. I could tell the mouse has been given issue for the past month or so. I thought it was the computer. I was like, what's wrong with the computer? And it was really the mouse. It was just going out, just slowly dying. Slowly breaking on me. A lot of miles on the mouse. But he's got a new one coming in. I'm using my other mouse from my other laptop, so I'm good for now. But that other laptop needs a mouse now. So see how that goes. About the same kind of model. So go ahead, finish this tail out a little bit. Kind of, oops, wrong one. Just kind of give it a little bit of that spine that it goes through all the way down. Just kind of accents, push, pull, pieces there, and dum dum, and there. Depending if I find something to kind of give him like a spike, I might give him some spike on his tail. Give him a reason to have it as a weapon, right? Let's see how he looks. I like that. That's how he's looking. So we got his hand. I'll connect his jaw just because we're going to need to do... we're going to need to blend this together, and it really needs to be done, so we'll subdivide that Let's see, dynamic. Yeah, dynamic. So he kind of got a little bit sharper teeth. His tongue is looking not so much resolution. Just kind of put this on there and go from there. Maybe the blob brush. Let's see if the blob will give it a little bit of detail here. A little too much, but just kind of give them monster. That looks gross. Yeah, a little gross. And then we'll just put that on his tongue. And taste buds. But he's a monster, right? So he's gonna be a little unique. There you go. Kind of see it, kind of not. Taste buds all over. I think that's what I did here on his face. Just kind of used the blob brush at a bigger scale, maybe. I don't remember. Yeah, I probably did. Offset it to be thicker. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, you can see a little bit there. I'm gonna weld this. I'm gonna fuse it together because he needs to have this connection. His mouth and jaw. I might open it just slightly more, but let's see. He might be okay. I think we can work with that. If I do a little poly mesh to give him a little bit more, details. Do something right here. Let's see if this blob works. No, not so much. So what else we got? Let's play with some brushes. Let's pick a new brush. Cloth pinch. I wonder what that could do. If that could do something unique for his skin. No, too much. That was too much, buddy. No. It's actually almost like a... Give me an idea for some other stuff, but yeah, not for that. Not for his groom spike. They don't have hair. I'm trying to look for something to kind of give me inspiration to do a little bit more. Saw somebody using the Slash 2 brush. I use this often, and that was it's a good brush. It's a good brush to get some extra little details. I was watching get some inspiration on YouTube. Man, that's heavy. I don't want it that heavy. I just want it to, man, no. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I can see it being used here. Just a little bit, not that big. Just a tease. Kind of give it these shell pieces. A little bit more of a lip. Yeah. Like I said, you can do this all day. Just you gotta put the pin down. Gotta call it done soon or something. Or start next phase texturing. Give it some poly paint, and then we'll probably do that in a bit. Let me fuse those two pieces together. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's fuse. Before I do that though, no, let's do it. Let's combine. Is that his jaw? No. Jaw. Let's put this to the top. Shift and then merge down. Merge down. Merge down. It's gonna say, "Are you sure?" Oh no, it didn't. I guess they're about the same resolution. If if they're the same resolution of subdivisions, it'll keep that and play nice with each other, so you can go up and down. But what I'd like to do is actually make a new mesh. So we're going to duplicate this. I'm going to isolate it so we can kind of see what's going on. I'm going to so we need this to connect. There's two ways you can do it. You can do a Dynamesh, and you can also use the this remesh by union. I think it's this one right here. So compose of subdivisions. Let's drop it and see if it'll give me a chance to do it again. All right, so go here, remesh by union, and so hopefully this will connect those pieces without crashing. I didn't save, and I just thought about that. It's like I did a careless act. Hopefully the auto save would save me. So remember to save your files. Didn't take too long. It went pretty quick. As long as we can go here, remesh, Z-remesh, reproject, and go back and forth. It should be okay. What I like to do is keep it. Oh, something broke. You see it? It broke right there. Split him down the middle. It just broke him. Alright, so let's undo that. Control Z. And we will go to remesh. Might have to go the other option. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. Project, Dynamesh, and then this is probably an alternative. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna pause it real quick so you don't have to watch it wait. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what it did. Took a little bit, remeshed it. There you go. It's combined. What I'm going to do is, so I have subdivisions, is remesh it. And hopefully this doesn't take too long. I'm going to turn that off and just remesh. And then see if we can reproject it back from the high poly. This is just a technique. This helps a lot. If you need your subdivisions back, you're gonna lose a little bit of something. Just know that. You'll lose something a little bit. It's kind of like when you save a file and you have just like slight compression, I guess. You'll lose just a little bit. Not a lot, but you're going to lose it. So, here we go. We're going to remesh it again. It should be quicker. Every time you do this, it should be a lot faster. And we'll get it down to a decent size so I can at least up-res a few times. Because really what I want to do is use this model to paint. But I'm going to need to optimize it again because I'm going to need to unwrap it. And also, if I plan to even rig this model, it needs some TLC. We got a little bit here, so let's turn off solo. You can go to this V2 in case you never use this. And it's another channel that just has things off and on. We're trying to turn this on. Projects, and then rinse and repeat. Subdivide, project. And then just kind of stair step it up until you get to a comfortable place, or until the memory runs out, and then you can start breaking off pieces or something. But right now we just want a whole mesh with this jaw. So I want to integrate this to be a little bit more seamless with that model. So there you go. So it's there. Let's see what we got. Not a lot of detail, right? So I'm going to subdivide one more time. Let's turn off solo, project, and then you're going to get more detail come back. Because all these little lines that I've done, you can get them back using other brushes like History Brush and stuff like that. And then paint it back in and mix match, right? It just really depends on what you're going for. If this will let me subdivide one more time, it should be good. So it's projecting all these little details. Sometimes it takes a while. I guess this is a little bit more polygon, so it needs to think. And then solo, look at that. What do you think? Still there? See that? It's like the anti-alias edging of a JPEG, right? You like lowered it too much. You can subdivide one more time, but I'm gonna quick save just in case. Be safe, and then subdivide. See, now it's coming back, and then project. Turn off the solo just so we can find something to grab from. And then we can go back and smooth out the jaw, clean it up, get some more detail if I really want to. But to be honest, a lot of it could come in secondary, the secondary pass. This is more like just fine tuning right now and getting that look, the shape. And then we'll go back in, add some more details. So it's processing. Okay, let's see what we got. Solo. It took a while. I had to stop the recording, get back in there. I could do it one more time, and if it works, just subdivide. Because really, I'm not losing. If I go up, not losing too much, am I? Just a little, but it's a little more crisp. We're gonna go ahead and blend this together. Let's delete the old, so we can save some space and go from there. So shift down, and you can smooth it a little bit better. Dropping gears like that. Let's see. Turn this off, and let's get rid of that chest so we can see under here. So he needs to have more of a throat goes here, but we'll just kind of work it backwards a little bit. Give him some more space. His chin. And just a little bit there. And then you can smooth it out. So, depending on how much you want to go, you know, just keep adding more detail. Up the rest just a little bit so we can see what we got. So you can see that it's translating or not. Let's continue this little line there. Just push and pull. Push, pull, push, pull. Going back and forth. And kind of blend this. Got a little more seamless gap. What else? What's right here? Let's connect these two pieces so it can look a little more like a jaw. We can start to add in here. If we drop it really low, you can smooth it just slightly. You can kind of bring this back up, fill it in. Just keep stair-stepping up with your subdivisions and just kind of work it. So I want this to kind of have a connection there where he can open his mouth, not be limited. Just keep going. I'll probably remesh again down the road, but right now we're just gonna go with this for now. So if we zoom out, it's got a little bit. Those lines in the face, just opening the mouth and closing it. see where else. We got any other errors? We're just gonna kind of sub damn standard here. I think lazy mouse might help here just a little bit more, so I can keep it in line. Need a little bit more laziness. I can do smoother strokes on this transition piece right here. Go there. Work in the details, just keep going. And like I said, when you remesh, you do lose just slightly a little bit. It helps you go back and polish more details back in. So go one upward, one more resolution, go here. So, and like all these little parts just add up once you're starting to get these details going. We start to see it for a distance here. Connecting this to that. Going there. Some variation. Doesn't have to be too detailed. Just shows that he has skin a little bit. Folds and wrinkles in his face. Let's say he'd be a little bit older creature. Maybe give him a scar, you know. Been through the battle. And in the thick of it, you know, just whatever he's been fighting. There you go. Zoom out. Let's unhide everything. See what we got. See what we're working with. So we got this, and let's unhide solo. You go back to our subtools. Where you go here and go turn everything on, and perspective to see how it looks. Not too much. Not too much left for getting some details in there. Thinking what I want to do is continue this that going a little bit here, just for continuity, so we can go to that. I don't remember where I found that. Maybe it's creature. Let's find it. It's not in here. There it is. Is that it? I think it's this one. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I'll add some going up his arm. Just kind of history. Did I undo? I probably did. Because this will go this way, going down. So I'll start at the bottom. And the intensity is pretty high. Do we want it that high? Maybe. Maybe 35. That's my sweet spot of a number. Maybe not 35. Maybe 50. 50 we'll have to do, and then we'll just kind of integrate this back in. That way you got this repetitiveness going on. Yeah, doing all these parts, I could have added it to a layer, but sometimes it complicates things for me, just going back and forth, so I just kind of leave it off for now. If we really want to, we can accent that even more, but we'll just kind of go with this. Let's go with 60. See if it does any justice. Does it help? I don't know. I don't want to be like a dragon though. He's just got it right there, maybe, and I'll just work with it. So I just have every other one bigger. Yeah, just kind of randomize it. It's not too uniform. I have one on his elbow there. What we'll do is probably add that to maybe 100. Just get that a little bit more accent. Yeah, right there, and then just kind of lip it. Now you kind of got that little bit of flow right there, and maybe another one. I don't want it to be crooked. Yeah, right there. So it kind of wraps around a little bit, and we can go back in if we really want to and start kind of finessing this up. And I saw somebody using like the slice, so we could use a slice 2/2. So on some video, this is a pretty good method. That's about like the damn standard. Now we can kind of crease it out from what was already done. So, also gives it a lip. There you go. We can really do that to here if we really want to. Just vary it up so it doesn't mimic what originally was. Insert mesh brush from the defaults. You know, just want to be a little unique. I don't want to completely have it in there. So that kind of works. It's a little different. And since we're here, let's go do it on his leg. That just before the lunch is over. Let's get some. Ooh, look at that. His knees needed it. All right, let's move his arms. Let's get this out the way. Select lassos. Turn off this, and let's just focus on this area. Solo it out. Helps to look at it and see what we got. We got a crazy looking leg, but it's what it is. It's what it is. So we got that, but that didn't really work. There you go. This way, if he puts his knee into you. He's meant to be aggressive, not as armor. It's an armor, but you know, it's like kind of the reverse scales. Let's see if we can do one here. Does that help anything? Maybe it should go the other way, but I don't know. Let's see. Now, it's almost like he's wearing a boot. You don't want to give him boots. He's like, I got my boots on, man. Let me be with my boots. Just kind of go from here. And there you go. We'll see how that looks. If we don't like it, we can always reverse, right? Reverse it. Maybe. Let's turn off the solo. Okay. Good work. I do question how these should work, and if they should be remeshed into the model so they can be blended in. I don't know. They probably should be part of his main body, right? And so we'll see. We'll see what this does. Need to give him one more right there. No, I feel like it'll stab his leg. He wouldn't be very happy. So there we go. We got that. Can kind of work with it. That's how he's looking. So guess I'll call it to a stopping point, or, well, hold on. No. Maybe that's a little bit too much, but let's see how he looks with the standard material. So, he's got the monster features. It's just like his paw. Takes after his father. So let's see what he looks like. I still need to fix his back tail. It could work, you know. Kind of reminds me of I don't know. It changed it up with that armor, but it kind of works. It looks like somebody should be riding him now, right? Like he's one of those creatures where they get the saddle, put it on the top right here, and they just have a rope. That could be something. It could be a huge monster like that. But I'm gonna have to call it a stopping point for now. So hopefully tomorrow I can get a little bit more time to jump in and get some more of this model going. So hope everybody's doing well out there, and continue to make art, and just, you know, make it push forward. Later. See you in the next video.